We Are Famous Podcast. Well, we are famous.
Welcome. This is We Are Famous. I'm Simbo.
I'm your man, CL.
What's going on, man?
What's happening, big dog?
Trying to get it. Well, let me take that back, man. Words are important.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? We getting it.
Riding
you know what I'm
around, we
saying?
getting
So, yeah, that type stuff.
Yeah,
man. So, look, we want to appreciate all the followers and subscribers. And if this is your first time to We Are Famous, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And hope you join the family. So, look, man, you sent me this clip. You was doing your research, I guess. You know your production research, and you sent me a whole lot. This one stood out.
No fake news. No fake news.
Nah, no fake news. I hope. But the title of this show is "You Are Not the Father."
You spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
Mr. Manser, you are not
Oh, God.
his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison.
Do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
You know who his father is.
Yes, I talked to him still.
So, in this clip, man, I guess he was filing. I guess he was going to court to try to get some kind of resolution to this situation, but he spent 5 years in jail because of back child support.
Back child support, man.
And he was not the father.
And was not the father.
So
did 5 years, man. So I can't say he wasn't doing his job as a father when it come to child support. I mean, probably on paper, he probably wasn't doing his job on paper. That's required. But for men in this instance, keep records of everything you do for your child or children.
I mean, I know at the time he didn't know he was a father, and so he had to go along with him because that's what he was told. But how did this system fail this guy when you talking about jail time in a paternity situation? I mean, I haven't never had to go through this, so you neither. But do you have to take a blood test or something to go to jail?
You would think that my lawyer would have been like, hey, man, have you ever had a blood test for this child? And I would be like, no, I ain't never had one. Okay, before we send you to jail, we probably need to take a blood test just to make sure that they saying you that much in arrears and you finna get like 5 years?
Yeah.
Man, how much in arrears he was with 5 years? He had to be some hundreds of thousands in arrears for them to give you 5 years jail time.
Yeah, but if you're getting ready to sign for 5 years, you want to have a blood test unless he just really believed that was his child. But again, the fact that he was jailed without a paternity test, I mean, some of that liability should be on the government also.
And it definitely should be on the woman because for one, if you know you sleeping with somebody else and it's a possibility that somebody else is in the picture, ain't no way that because if you sleeping with more than one person or not.
Well, what's crazy about this story is the real father, she still was messing with him and knowing that he was the father while they was, bamboozling this guy and he doing jail time. That's what's really crazy.
Yeah.
She should get sentenced to 15 years. She should get
something.
sentenced for lying on this first guy, paternity situation. 5 years for betraying her son, having him thinking this guy in jail, his father, he was the worst, and the man that's really his father was still around, knowingly, and for just lying, man, just straight up lying about this.
And that's like you say, what consequences do she get outside of it? But just because she did say, well, I still talk to him, I still fool with him right now to this day. So you had to know that other man wasn't the father. The one she still dating must not be nothing because it's a lot of instances you want to put child support on sometimes women put child support on the good guy, but when they know they got a guy that ain't worth nothing, they don't put nothing on the guys that ain't worth nothing. But the ones who look like they got potential, even trying to do for their kid a little bit, them the ones that put child
So
support.
basically, you saying that the guy that she put the child support on, he probably had a nice job and doing whatever, and the guy that was really the father, he had no kind of whatever.
He got something. He laying that wood. He laying that wood. That's his job. That's his job to come over there and put that wood on.
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah,
I can't
that's his
argue.
job.
I
Yeah.
mean, but you know how you sitting up knowing that this man is this kid's father, and I know it had to be a money play.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you know, you ruining that kid's life. He had to go through this same situation. Now he got to see this dude he been knowing the whole time and be like, oh, that was really my dad.
But that's even if she even letting them know that the one locked up is the father. It could have been a play to even get him out the picture. But still thinking you was going to get it, you know, it played on so long where you thought you was going to get these particular monies and all of that, but it didn't pan out to be that way. And the man ended up going to jail, so you still didn't get nothing out of it.
And looking at it from that point of view, man, she played dirty pool.
Mhm.
I mean, she,
Yeah.
you know, forget about what you think the devil looked like. You just go back and rewind. Look at this. They never showed her. Yeah, he did show a little clip picture.
Mhm.
You know, she the devil, man.
Yeah.
That's out of control.
And he should better get back pay. I mean, even if the system failed him like that there, you either get it from the system or some kind of way you should better get it from her if she working through income taxes or whatever. Because even when men behind in the arrears on child support, whenever you file taxes, that goes straight to the woman who got that child. So some kind of way she need to be paying him money back. And I don't know even if locking her up would do him any good, because then he definitely ain't gonna never get none of that money back. So
Well, I mean, she has to pay some kind of consequence for basically lying. She can't say she did not know. She admitted that she knew.
Yeah.
And, you know, something need to be done to prevent this from happening with other people. You know what I'm saying? It could potentially deter others from trying to, you know, run game on a system like this.
well, right now, the system has always been in favor of the woman, and it's saying and it's up to the father to exercise their rights in the same way. The mom has rights in order to get your rights, but you just not paying child support. To me, any man is just talking about, oh, she won't let me see my kids. I don't ride with that.
You know, right?
I don't ride with it there, because the same rights she has to keep them kids away from the same rights you have is to have somebody come to her front door with them papers and say, if you don't start doing things the right way, it's gonna be consequences behind it.
Man, you know what? I saw this don't have nothing to do with this, but it made me think about it though. I saw this couple had a chimpanzee as a pet. And now, hold on, check this out.
Where you going with it, man?
I'm gonna tie it all together.
Yeah,
You know, this couple had
okay.
his chimpanzee as a pet, and for some reason he wasn't with them for 2 months, and they came to pick him up or whatever. Man, that chimpanzee ran to him and hugged him. You know, you can see the love and the bond. My point is, man, some of these people would treat a pet, a chimpanzee, a dog, a cat, better than they would treat a kid. See, in this whole situation, what about the child?
Yeah.
You know, he's mentally, you know, he messed up right now.
Well,
you know, he has to be.
Yeah, well, you got people, like you say, they'll put their pets in the wheel, but won't put their kids in the wheel.
And the point, you said where I'm going with it, the point I'm making is this baby came from her. You know, one of these guys was the father. You know what I'm saying? Potentially. And even if you, as the other guy, you knew that was your child and she running game on this other guy, at what point you be like, nah, we need to cut this out. This is my son. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you told me something. I'm all over the place. You was riding on the freeway and a pit bull jumped out the back of the truck. You know what I'm saying? And killed himself, right? The guy got out. He was emotionally destroyed.
He was.
People treat pets with more care than they do children.
Yeah, and they do human
Yeah.
life, period. Not just children, just human life, period. I mean, like, well, shit, we as humans, we just, you know, I guess they look at us, we so expendable, but
Well,
you know.
in this child support game, what I'm gonna call it, the kid is always just a pawn. It's just a pawn to some, you know, benefiting somebody. You know, the whole process, somebody is up and somebody is down in the whole process. When this could get worked out totally different, and the sad part about it is most of the money that's being collected is not even going to the kids. It's a state thing. The state is getting that money, especially in Texas.
Right. So it all boils down to what you think exactly should happen to this woman who deceived this man. And
I think that she has to. I don't know if it's necessarily jail time, but she has to pay back some money. Something has to happen, 'cause otherwise you're never going to deter this in the future with other cases.
No.
And if you're looking at this and you're a man and you're unsure, man, you need to get your money together and go ahead and pay for a paternity test, which probably will save you thousands of dollars in the future and a lot of mental anguish in the end when you figure out that's not your child.
and some jail time, because I'm pretty sure this man got some kind of PTSD from going to jail. Cause jail, I ain't never did no hard time, but I know it's something I don't want to experience.
Well, you know what, man? The narrative in our community is you earn a stripe when you go to jail. Not with me, partner. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody, hey, take this the right way. If you went to jail, you got caught up in something, hey, man, things happen. But jail is for dummies to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not smart enough to get away with it, you don't need to do it.
Exactly.
And that's just my point. That's my point of view about it.
In the same way with this woman, if you're not smart enough to get away with what you're doing, don't do it. And it definitely should be some major consequences behind it there, because I'm pretty sure something like this is not just going on in that particular state. It's going on all over the world. Women messing with guys who got that good wood, but they ain't got nothing going for them. And then you got a man who potentially want to be with you and trying to set you straight, but you just using him for financial gain.
Yeah.
So I definitely think she should have some consequences behind it. Like I say, I can't say if jail time would doing it justice, because now you're affecting the kid again, all over again. So if we, as a society, worried about the kid, we definitely need to change the whole narrative on how this works.
Well, let's change this narrative. They wasn't black people. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? We always blame with this child support thing.
Right.
The clip, it was somebody else. So not thank God for that, but thank God for that.
Man, the narrative is thank God about it. It's a sad thing, because I know a couple of black dudes in our society like, man, I stopped working, man. She put that child support on me like I was working for free. So I just said, fuck that job.
Yeah, that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life.
And I heard a bunch of people quit working, had a nice job, making nice money, but they was in arrears on child support and everything, and wasn't paying child support. Next thing you know, they supposed to have $1,000 check and was getting $12 checks and $50 checks. I understand you probably would have say,
hey,
fuck that job.
It's probably hell on earth to be a W-2er on child support. Because if you was a 1099er, you can play with the numbers.
Yeah, they get nails off top,
but,
man.
if you a W-2er, you you know what I'm saying, they go straight to your employer, you know what I'm saying, and find out what's really going on. But look, man, it's been a good show.
Yes, sir.
If you're going through something with child support and paternity, man, hey, hire your attorney. Go get you a blood test, man, and just learn the truth. If the truth is the truth, you just got to roll with it.
Yes, sir.
But don't come up years later, 19 years later, then all of a sudden you want to find out and then be mad at the world. Go and handle your business now. It's cheaper to pay that lawyer and get you a test than to keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, look, this has been We Are Famous. I'm Simbo.
I'm your man, CL.
Hit the like and subscribe button, because we are all famous.
Acer, no chaser. Yeah.
Bitch, we toting